Hey there everybody, how's it going today? Wanted to make a quick video here about optimal distinctiveness theory, and I'm going to try to make this brief. I'm going to read just these notes. I was going through some notes on my phone. I take screenshots when I find information. This is something I wanted to mention a while back in a video, but I forgot, so get it out now. Optimal distinctiveness theory, I did mention it in a video, but I never read this thing. And it's the idea that we really need to fit in and at the same time be an individual. So it's a little bit technical, but it's not too bad. As I talked about in a previous video, it's kind of cumbersome language, so I try to avoid those. It says, according to the optimal distinctiveness model, social identities derive from a fundamental tension between two competing social needs: the need for inclusion and a countervailing need for uniqueness and individuation. People seek social inclusion to alleviate or avoid the isolation, vulnerability, or stigmatization that may arise from being highly individuated. Researchers studying the effects of tokenism and solo status have generally found that individuals are both uncomfortable and cognitively disadvantaged in situations in which they feel too dissimilar from others, or too much like outsiders. On the other hand, too much similarity or excessive de-individuation provides no basis for self-definition, and hence, individuals are uncomfortable in situations in which they lack distinctiveness. In other words, you want to stand out in a group, but not to the point where you can't relate to anybody, right? Being just a number in a large, undifferentiated mass of people is just as unpleasant as being two alone. It's raining outside on the bus, so it's beautiful, I love it. Because of these opposing social needs, social identities are selected to achieve a balance between needs for inclusion and for differentiation in a given social context. Optimal identities are those that satisfy the need for inclusion within one's own group and simultaneously serve the need for differentiation through distinctions between one's group and other groups. In effect, optimal social identities involve shared distinctiveness. Think of adolescents' trends in clothing and hairstyles. All teenagers are anxious to be as much like others their age group as possible, while differentiating themselves from the older generation. No mailman. To satisfy both needs, individuals will select group identities that are inclusive enough that they have a sense of being part of a larger collective, but exclusive enough that they provide some basis for distinctiveness from others. Well, that was a mouthful and a bit of a ramble. Hopefully it came across and you picked a little bit up out of that. It's not like I'm trying to prove or mention any specific point about this, but rather just how fascinating it is that, this balance that we have between, being ourselves and fitting in. And it's something you notice a lot when you're younger. And as you get older, you start to become maybe more resistant, like, well, I do my own thing. But you still want to fit in, because you still want to have friend groups, and so that's all I got on that. I also wanted to mention that I got this book in the mail yesterday, and I have no idea where it came from. So if any of my subscribers happen to send this to me, let me know. It was from South Carolina, a website called Create Space, but it's a book. It's called A Ray of Life 2, Paintings in Watercolor and Oil, by Enid Allison Kurzweil. And I wasn't sure if she's related to, I don't know how it says, this book is dedicated to my father. It's been 44 years. And I just wanted to read this little part on the inside here, because it was kind of what caught my attention. It says, "This is a book born in my heart, born in the pain of ending one's life and beginning another, born in the excitement of the continuing search for life's meaning. Some people do not have to search. They find their niche early in life and rest there, seemingly contented and resigned. They do not seem to ask much of life. Sometimes they do not even seem to take it seriously. At times I envy them, but usually I do not understand them. Seldom do they understand me. I am one of the searchers. There are, I believe, millions of us. We are not unhappy, but neither are we fully content. We continue to explore ourselves, hoping to understand. We like to walk along the beach. We are drawn by the ocean, taken by its power, its unceasing motion, its mystery and unspeakable beauty. We like forests and mountains, deserts and hidden rivers, and lonely cities as well. Our sadness is much a part of our lives as is our laughter. To share our sadness with the ones we love is perhaps a great joy as we can know, unless it be to share laughter. We searchers are ambitious only for life itself, for everything beautiful it can provide. Most of all, we want to love and be loved. We want to live in a relationship that will not impede our wandering, nor prevent our search, nor lock us in prison walls. That will take us for little what we have to give. We do not want to prove ourselves to another, or to compete for love. This is a book for wanderers, dreamers, and lovers, for lonely men and women who dare to ask of life everything good and beautiful. It is for these who are too gentle to live among the wolves. James Kavanaugh. Each one has a little poem and then a painting on the other page. So, I don't know where this came from, but thank you if somebody sent it to me. I don't remember ordering ever from that website, and I don't really usually order very much stuff, so just thought I'd mention that. Just found it kind of interesting. It came to me. I will talk to you all later, and hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.